Greetings, YouTube. I thought it would be fitting to leave this on screen because it is Kabam Mike's best dream. Cyclops, especially as a 7-star, but of course we aren't blessed with Cyclops as a 7-star because it's probably just for his private collection. So Cyclops as a 6-star is the best we can hope for, and I just spent 15,000 shards to get him. A fate worse than quitting the game. With that being said, this video in general is going to be the opposite of his dream pull. It's going to be his worst nightmare. Because what I'm going to do is something that he used to claim on the forums was not just something we shouldn't do, it was an unhealthy behavior. And that is the behavior of hoarding. Now you will notice, and this isn't exactly in the same category as other things we're talking about today, but I have hoarded. I used to have max of like 200 trophy tokens. How about 23,970 right now? How about that? I tested this and it kind of blew my mind. I could buy all 50 6-star generic 6 stones. All 50. And still have room left over. That's how crazy it is. But I'm saving them for something very important, especially because I don't buy the Paragon Daily Special anymore from that store. I buy it from the Kabam website, but the difference is I don't get the Tier 3 Alpha or Tier 6 Basic that used to come with it. I wish that they would put that in, but I guess opening Paragon crystals is its own bit of fun. Needless to say, rank up materials are as valuable as ever. And that is also why you need to hoard. And we're going to start with the Glory Store. Kabam has announced that they are looking to buff the economy of the game in so many different ways. And while we didn't quite get all the specifics, they did talk about Alliance Quest as one of those places. And of course, that means that the Glory Store will get more iterations very soon. Maybe the next month. Now, you do hit a limit of glory, so you might have to spend a little bit. But in general, glory is something that you should hoard. By the way, I'm also a huge believer that you should always hoard as much gold as possible, but that's a different subject for a different video, but it's worth mentioning here. It is also worth mentioning, when it comes to hoarding, that the loyalty store could change. Now, I still have so many PTSD level nightmare memories from when some of you told me that you had just spent 1.6 million loyalty on 6-star Unstoppable Colossus. That's now priced like a 7-star, by the way. And the day after you did that, we had, speaking of rank up materials, the loyalty store go through a massive buff that included a Tier 5 class catalyst selector, which I could actually purchase right now. 6-star 6 stones, which, you know, we can now get those from several places. Half a Tier 6 basic and half a Tier 3 alpha. That's amazing, and I'm looking for those prices to come down some. Even if they go from 500,000 to 400,000, that 100,000 loyalty is still going to save you, especially if you're getting both. And yes, I know that that's the Paragon price, I believe, and so the Tier 3 Alpha and Tier 6 Basic is the Thronebreaker price of 750,000. I would expect Thronebreaker to become Paragon and Paragon to have a all-time lower amount. But one of the other things that used to be super valuable is this, and now I think this is a joke. For 1 million loyalty, and this is a joke specifically for people who can get this for free at threat level 4 the last 2 months at least, because it's a joke when you can save your loyalty and instead trade that out for a generic, because the last 2 generics all came from the May and June side quests. And that's what I have to show for it. YouTube in general, this is a really exciting next couple months for the game. Kabam announced that if you're Paragon, you'll have access to the 7-star October champ. I believe Thronebreaker does as well. Cavalier, that's where you get screwed. You get lumped in with Uncollected, who I think gets the 6-star. But besides that, we have buffs to incursions. We've got buffs to just the side quest process in general, such as rifts. And I think we've got some exciting champions that are going to be super good counters to really annoying defenders coming really just in a few days. At least they're going to be in the game in a few days. They're going to obviously come to the crystals in the next month. Hoarding can be difficult, especially when it's glory or loyalty, but I promise you it is well worth it in the end. So that is today's video. Hoard all your glory and loyalty among as much else as you can. Kabam Mike won't be able to sleep at night if you hoard because it's so unhealthy. And for that we say, better take some NyQuil.